Good evening, everyone. This is Kosala, also known as Marventus, bringing you yet another match from the epic and ever-astounding world of Starcraft 2 Pro Gaming. Rainy evening here in the United Kingdom of England, and as those of you who have noticed, I have been away for a little bit from my casts, and that's mostly because I've been moving house and getting a new job and other wonderful things of that nature. Well, and that's all been sorted now, so I can get back to my regular schedule of casting. And here we've got a game from EGIdra versus ThisIsJimmy. So we have EGIdra here in the top center, I will call it, and in the middle right we have ThisIsJimmy as the blue Terran, whom I will be referring to as Jimmy from this point onwards. Let's get a production tab up and see what's going on. As we can imagine, in this early stage of the game, not a whole lot of anything happening. We've got overlords heading out. In fact, we seem to have two overlords heading out in the same direction here. And in the meantime, Jimmy is just setting down his first supply depot, and this is probably going to be a barracks, I would imagine. Yes, indeed it is. Alright, so as always, since there isn't a whole lot of interesting stuff going on in the early stages, I will tell you a little bit of what's to come. First of all, more casks coming your way more regularly. I'm going to try and keep it to about 3 per week at least on the Starcraft side, with occasional other stuff coming in covering other games. And the good folks over at GameReplays.net have actually asked me to be a staff caster there, so that's very nice as well. And this replay was actually downloaded from Game Replays, so if you don't know the site, do feel free to come by. It's one of the most professional gaming community websites I've seen so far, www.gamereplays.net. And in the meantime, while I'm babbling, we have EGIdra putting up a hatchery at 14. At 14 what? 14 food, of course. 14 supply. So the hatchery has gone up, nothing majorly amazing about that. EGIdra does expand quickly, and he's a macro player, and people do tend to get a hatchery up at 14 supply. Neither of these players are doing any kind of early harassing, so there's no major reason to believe that that's going to be dangerous. But what do we have here? We've got a tech lab on the way. Now, why would we see a tech lab? It could be a factory being plopped on there eventually with some early Hellions, or it could be more orders. Let's see what comes our way. The SCV of Jimmy is now going to go do some investigating to see what he can see. And the hatchery now almost completing. In the meantime, do we have a spawning pool? We do, and the first gas has gone up as well for EGIdra as is normal, immediately being saturated. So by the time that spawning pool gets done, there should be, hold on a moment, this is a barracks, rather a bunker being built. This is a bunker rush here from Jimmy, but what is he going to be plonking into it? Is it going to be more orders? Gas is building there. What do we have coming out of here? Oh, we have Reapers. Reapers coming out to be put into that barracks. Let's see how EGIdra deals with this. He does see it, so he should be pulling drones off the line to deal with this, because this is going to get very dangerous otherwise. He's got four lings coming out as well. That's plenty to deal with this. Now the question is, are the Reapers going to get there in time? So we have the drones chasing the... where are they going? They were chasing the SCV, but who's gone into the barracks, but now they've started attacking the barracks. Now where is the Reaper? There's another SCV coming there. We have a Reaper there as well. Is he going to make it into the barracks? Let's see, his lings have come in to deal damage as well. No, that should be okay. The Reaper is going to make short work of those drones if they don't get out of there. That's 2 drones going down. But those lings are taking down that barracks without any problem whatsoever, and they should be more than a match for that Reaper as well. Now so far metabolic boost has not come out, as EGIdra is busy dealing with this threat. We have a Queen on the way here as well. Another SCV coming in potentially for a new barracks. That Reaper's toast. There it goes, and that SCV is toast as well. So far EGIdra seems to be taking this well in hand. There's another Reaper coming in there, but with 4 lings. Nice micro there. He's going to jump down. Yes, he is. Going to be working his way around. A few more lings will deal with this. Now we've got metabolic boost coming down as well. In the meantime, he just needs to keep this Reaper occupied. That Queen should be more than a match for taking this a few pot shots at this Reaper as well. There she goes. Getting very, very slow on the creep. But in general, EGIdra seems to have dealt with this in his usual level of professional style. What do we have here coming up? So a Baneling's Nest on the way. So either we're going to be seeing a Ling Baneling Muta build or a Ling Baneling Roach build, which would be very odd indeed. So I'm going to guess this is going to be a Ling Baneling Muta build. I have, as always, not seen this game ahead of time, which I tend to prefer, since I like to be a little excited and surprised by the outcomes myself. Ooh, what's going on here? Is that Reaper gonna... right, and that Reaper is down as well. This one should also be, if properly micro, it'll go down as well. That Queen is now looking a little bit low on health. So you're gonna get that Reaper down in time. Yes, it looks reasonably decent. Now we have the Lings out as well. Should be more than enough to deal with this Reaper. So that is actually the end of the Reaper threat. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. There is yet another one coming out, but really at this point it's kind of pointless to build any more Reapers because they're not going to be able to do anything. There's just too many Lings on the playing field. Now in the meantime, a factory has gone up. The wall is complete and additional barracks are on the way. So Jimmy heading for a macro game himself, but he has not yet gotten his expansion, and we have an Overlord keeping an eye on that expansion slot as we speak. Now we have a whole bunch of Lings morphing into Banelings. It looks like it's going to be a Baneling bust. Now this could be very interesting and very dangerous because Jimmy has got absolutely no units to speak of because he spent all of his efforts in creating the original bunch of Reapers that went and did that harassment. So how is this going to go? This should get very interesting. If that wall goes down, Jimmy is going to be in a spot of trouble. Here come the Lings and Banelings now. Those supply depots going down, no problem at all. That barracks is going to go down as well. In come the Speedlings. And that SCV is going to be dead in no time at all. Are there any Marines at all? There's one Marine just coming out now. That's unlikely to last very long. A full surround, it goes down as well. SCV is coming off the supply lines to manage this threat, and now a tank coming out. So finally the defense has arrived that Jimmy needs. How many of these are going to go down? That's a whole bunch of SCVs disappearing, but on the whole the damage has been minimized. Now is that tank going to catch up in time? It probably will, yes. I don't imagine any more SCVs will go down. Let's see how long these Lings last. One shot will take them out. There it is. Nothing like a little splash damage to do the trick there. So now both gases going up here and both gases going up in the main as well, and we're taking up the lair. So I imagine a Spire is on the way. Very, very nice. So far both players have had a bit of a salvo at each other, and what could have been very decisive in both cases has been expertly fielded off, as one would expect from players at this level. Turning out to be a very good game. Full saturation here for EGIdra. Let's see how he's doing over here. Yes, excellent saturation at the main base, the secondary base as well. And look at this creep spread. Absolutely top-notch creep spread. This is one of my favorite maps because you can do a lot of interesting havoc here. I actually lost a game once because I was paying so much attention to this longer route and guarding it that I completely forgot to pay attention to the center route, and the opponent just walked in there and completely nuked me. There we go, a little bit of nubbness there from the Mar. And over here we are now starting to see some stable defense going on from Jimmy. He's got the high ground, he's got the low ground, and siege has been researched, so he should now be completely safe from any forays of Lings and Blings should they show up on their own. This Overlord looks like its time is going to be short-lived. Yep, that one is definitely going down. Fast movement, not yet researched for Overlords. And that secondary base now up and running for Jimmy as well, so the economy should now be starting to even up, but for the time being we still have EGIdra in the lead, 55-24, and with a considerable lead on gas and a slight lead on minerals. So good work there from EGIdra, keeping up with the economy. We have more Lings coming out. The Spire is halfway done, and we have more Banelings morphing as well. Let's see what he intends to do for this bit. Oh, very sneaky. He's grabbed the gold as well. Let's pop over to Jimmy's vision and see if he's seen it. He has not. Let's see how long it takes Jimmy to figure this out. This is going to give a considerable economic edge to EGIdra if it is not discovered and dealt with anytime soon. But I think he's actually reasonably safe for now because Jimmy seems to be focusing completely on setting up defenses. He's got a turret up there, he's got a turret going up here. He knows that there's Mutalisk on the way, as one can expect. Stimpack is now just being researched as well. So now Jimmy is starting to get properly threatening with his Marines. Now the question is he going to hunker down and try to build up a huge army, or will he go in to take a stab and a foray at EGIdra's defenses? Let's see how this goes. This does look like quite a ferocious army against any bioball sort of build though, so it could get ugly for Jimmy if he decides to walk in with that army unit. In the meantime, do we have any upgrades? Yes, we've got flyer attack level upgrades going up for EGIdra, and he's got the first 9 Mutalisks on the way. Now 9 Mutas are an excellent sort of number because it's plenty to take down, say, a turret and continue to nuke away at these SCVs. We also have a starport now gone up for Jimmy, so he's also going to be moving into Medivacs and potentially Vikings. Here comes the first Medivac on the way now. Now the question is the timing of this attack from EGIdra. Is he going to be able to do it in such a way that the defenses are not up in time. See how this goes. He is amassing a little bit over here, not going in with his Mutalisks for the time being. And just as I said that, here he goes. 9 mutas, and we have even more upgrades coming out. Let's see how EGIdra manages to do his attacking here. We have a huge amount of Marines there, so he doesn't want to go running in there. But I think his mutas have now just been spotted. Here comes even more Marines. That is not good news for EGIdra, so that completely nullifies what he was about to do with the Mutalisks, but nonetheless, he's got some good air control now. In the meantime, the gold is up, the queen is out, and it's about to be saturated already with drones. So considerable economy advantage now about to head EGIdra's way. Jimmy yelling out Korea very, very loudly. Bit of nationalism going on there, nothing wrong with that. And here we have the mutas now hanging out in the southern base of Jimmy. Now what can he do here? He can actually do quite a bit of damage if he goes in and takes down that turret quickly, because the Marines will take a little while to get there. Let's see if he does that. Now he's going to be spotted pretty quickly. The first Marine is now heading down. No, it's an SCV actually. And here we go. Now he's been spotted. The first salvo fired off by the turret, and EGIdra backs off. So not going to go in and do any damage there. In the meantime, quite a sizable fireball army forming here, and Jimmy's taking no chances. He's sending some Marines down that way as well. In fact, he's following through with an attack now. Now this could very well be the moment where Jimmy's... Oh, no, he's backed off again. I was going to say he may have spotted the gold there, but no. And now we have movement. Tanks have unsieged, and they're going to be heading down as well. In the meantime, look at this. EGIdra's, in his impeccable timing, walked in just then to take down the turret, which means that fireball may very well need to turn and come back. And it does not. It just continues going. There goes the scan. So now EGIdra knows that stuff is on the way. He's seen it with the Zelnaga tower anyway. Now, how is the response to this going to be? This is going to be an epic battle. We've got some mutas there to deal with the medevacs, and we have an additional hatchery going up there. Now his 4th, and here come the Lings, and the Banelings actually died mostly on the tanks. Oh, now entering the fireball. Whoa, that was complete and utter disaster. Half of his army and all of the tanks completely wiped out. Stim going up there for Jimmy, who's walking into the Mutalist ball, trying to take them all out. Is he going to manage? Moved out of the way there by EGIdra, but that hatchery looks like it's going down. But look at the size of the army. It has been halved. More Banelings coming in. That is the end of that army as well. What beautiful work there from EGIdra. Up to his usual class and style, the entire army has been toasted, and now there's a massive amount of Banelings and some Lings coming in now as well. A massive amount of Mutalisks rather, and now they're going to be a massive amount of Banelings. Excellent work there from Jimmy. And now his army's starting to look quite sparse. The mutas are coming in to take a foray, look around. And this could get ugly for Jimmy now. Let's see how it goes. No, EGIdra not committing, just taking a peek and backing off. The army has almost instantly rebuilt itself. Look at that. The entire army that just wiped out is completely already, and 12 more Lings on the way. Considerable economy advantage here for our Zerg player now, with 66 harvesters, massively more minerals and gas. Yep, he is in good shape, EGIdra. Let's see how Jimmy is responding. He's got more units on the way. He's got a couple of tanks, a few more Marines on the way, but that ball is simply not going to stand up whatsoever to the Ling Bling army we've got here. This is this is a massive Zerg ball of death here, coming in at Jimmy. Is he going to be able to manage against this massive army? Now those tanks have started to siege up, which is good. That'll give him a first salvo and take down some of these Banelings, hopefully. But I doubt he's going to be able to take them all down. Excellent work there again. Oh, actually that was an SCV, so that was no problem. In come the Marines. Nope. A couple of medevacs have landed there. Oh, shields have gone up for the Marines now as well. So some upgrades happening on for both players. EGIdra's getting his as well. Here come the Mutalists. Are they going to be able to take a few pot shots? Nope. Stim going for Jimmy, and he's coming in. Does not manage to get it. Oh no, he's moved in with the fireball. Oof, that was close. That was close. He just scouted that in time. The mutas are dealing with the secondary base here, wrecking some havoc. Nice work there. Supply depots going down. The main army is now heading southwards to engage, and being met by EGIdra's forces en masse. They have not sieged in time. Oh no, this could get ugly. There goes the siege, but is it too late? And there go the tanks. Now there's only the Lings and the mutas against the fireball. They're being completely annihilated. Total and utter destruction. No chance whatsoever. Those Marines are not going to be able to do anything, and those medevacs are now in jeopardy as well. There it goes. The mutas are now following through. Are they going to be able to take pot shots at those tanks? Quite possibly so. Yes, there go. Ooh, more Marines coming in and stimming, but they're going down too quickly against this massive ball of mutas. That's the end of that army as well. And there is the GG from ThisIsJimmy. This is going absolutely nowhere. Excellent work there from EGIdra, showing his superiority as a Zerg player. Perfect timing, perfect army compositions, and perfect execution. Lovely stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and look forward to even more during the week. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.